Man, we are back, man. I'm ready for this one. I'm out the gates. Coldplay, 8th studio album, Everyday Life. This is a two-halfer, and I didn't even know it was a two-halfer. I'm sorry. Back up. D. Crenny on the review. Yeah, I'm just ready to jump into this review because the British rock band Coldplay, yo. Like Coldplay. I'm reviewing a Coldplay album, man. These cats are dope. But yeah, I'm sorry. Two halves, sunrise and sunset. Did not get the correlation between the two. I listened to it the first two times without even knowing that they were named, the sides were named. I just listened to it first 8 and second 8. Coldplay is a decorated group, and I grew up on them. I've only listened to one album. That was X and Y back in 2015. I was kind of forced to listen to that. I remember being at someone's dorm and heard it. They were listening to it, and I was back in college. But throughout my, not childhood, but early adulthood, Coldplay played consistently in a number of different things. Movies, soundtracks, video games, walking in stores, theme music. They are the shiznit. They have 7 Grammys, which I just want to touch on. I believe they have 51 noms. Like, that is like it's crazy, man. It's crazy. They sold over 100 million records worldwide. These guys bang out, man. Chris Martin is the lead on the vocals. He does piano, guitar, keyboard, harmonica. Guy Berryman does bass. He does backup vocals with Johnny Buckland, lead guitars with backup vocals. Will Champion on the drums and the percussion. He does his thing, banging out these drums. And then Phil Harvey is the creative director. Just to run through their albums really quick, just Parachute 2000, A Rush of Blood in My Head 2002, X and Y 2015, Viva La Viva or Death and All His Friends in 2008, Milo Ex Loto 2011, Ghost Stories 2014, A Head Full of Dreams 2015. Now they're 4 years. And we got Everyday Life. I was excited when I saw it was going to drop. Knew I was going to listen. Knew I was going to review. The album feels like it's a lot of instruments, which I don't mind. Melodies are cool. And I think I just might have got sucked into the sound. I enjoy letting the band play and just letting us enjoy the sound. And I think that's kind of what they did on here. I do think the lyrics were meant to provide substance, which they do. There are words in here and there are lyrics that provide substance, but I feel like they were just a backdrop, where sometimes the music or the band or the production is the backdrop and the lyrics are the forefront. There's a couple traditional Coldplay tracks on here, and then for the most part they just do something completely different. Some of the messages on here, that substance I just spoke of, is spoken in different languages, and you can kind of, if you want to hear what's going on or being said, you can go on the internet and figure it out. But that's fine. I mean, when you're Coldplay, you can do your own thing. You can switch up the sound. You can put out really whatever you want when you do it well. And I think they do on here. Before I get into the review, if you don't mind, tap that sub button real lightly one time for me. Hit that like button too. Appreciate it. First half of the album, Sunrise of Everyday Life, track by track. Number 1 is Sunrise. It's just the intro to the song. About 2.5 minutes. Just mellow. It just leads you right over into track number 2, which is Church. And I thought it was cool for me personally to get the traditional Coldplay sound in this. It sucked me in, and it got me in the mode to really want to listen to this album It kind of flushed me. I was driving when I was listening to it, and when I heard this, I was jamming. I was like, oh yeah, I like the rhythm to this song. It makes you want to move, and it brought back a little bit of nostalgia, but the song is a good song, and it just got me ready to listen to this album. Number 3 is Trouble in Town. This song is basically split into 2 parts. There's a mid-song tension that changes the song. So it's kind of like smooth with some lyrics, talking about the trouble in the town, and then the trouble brews up, and then the band expresses it. It's dope, man. It's dope. Number 4 is Broken. This is a church choir sound. Had me feeling like I was in Sunday service. It's quick, but it puts you right in church. Number 5 is Daddy. This song provides that passion to those lost dads. It feels like that you can interpret or have your own feeling about how he expresses, whether he's doing it for himself or speaking for somebody else. You can develop your own feelings about how you want to interpret what he's saying. He doesn't say many words, but just you get his feeling, how he feels about it. It's sung at a slow, methodical pace. It's really a song that the singer and the songwriter just kind of just opens up, digs into their passion, and then it's just put out there for you, kind of raw, I feel like. But it sounds, obviously world class. It's Coldplay, right? 6 is WOTW/POTP. It's a guitar playing. It's an interlude, and I'm not sure what those acronyms are. I'm not sure if these are significant musical notes or not, but it's really quick, just a minute long. Number 7 is Arabesque. I believe that's how you say it. This is definitely my favorite song on here. It caught me on first listen. It's 6 minutes long, and I swear it doesn't feel like it. It's like a gritty New Orleans sound. It almost feels like the music is like coming for you. It's just like it just like really like, it kind of feel like it's attacking you. It's like listen to me. Like you feel me. You feel like it's a really hard thing to explain, but when you hear it, it's incredible. I have a bias towards saxophones for no particular reason. I love sax. I love the sax. It's just such an amazing instrument, and I respect everybody that can play it, especially play it well. It's played well in here. Simply put, this song kicks ass. Number 8 to close out this half is When I Need a Friend. This closes it out with a holy choir singing in another language over rain. It kind of threw me off, but when I kind of sat on it and thought about it, I was like, okay, the sunrise and then coming into the sunset with some rain, and yeah, it's night. Like it's kind of interesting. So start the second half with Sunset was guns, and the chorus is a troll about needing more guns. He kind of just speaks on a couple different things that's kind of affecting the world in terms of just kind of stupid stuff that shouldn't be hampering us. That is, the song is performed strangely to me, but it's interesting. Number 2 is Orphans. This is the second Coldplay song that funk that we're used to, or shall I say I'm used to. Maybe it's weird, but I'm used to. And it's interesting because it's the second song of this half, just like it was the second song of the first half. And it's different, but it has that sound that I really enjoy. So I like this one. Number 3 is Echo. It's a very friendly, light song. So number 4 is Cry, Cry, Cry. For me, this is this is a big old jam. This is a jam. This easily competes with my favorite song on here. The tempo is awesome. The voice mixed with Chris's on the chorus is awesome. I'm not sure if it's somebody else's, if it's one of the backup vocals that synthesize their voice or put some auto-tune on it, but whatever they did there, if it's a sample, whatever they did there, kudos, because it's awesome. I mean, I love this song. It's like, cry, like, and I shouldn't even say it like that, because I'm not even doing it justice, because it's done so well. Number 5 is Old Friends. To come off of Cry, which is a song I like, and then you give me this song, it was boring, short, and forgettable. I don't like when I like songs and the next song I don't like. It kind of throws me off, because I'm in this space. Number 6 is, I think that's Arabic. I'm not sure. It's a poem, sometimes called Bonnie Adams. It is being played on the piano, and then midway it switches to a Coldplay song, and then somebody's talking in a different language. It does translate into English. I looked it up. I forgot the exact words, but it's about, transforming the universe or making everything good through God or something like that. 7 is Champions of the World. Didn't care for this song, and maybe it's because it threw off Sunset. I think this is the one song on here for no particular reason that just, for me, it just doesn't fit. I just think that it probably could have went on the first half. Maybe something could have dropped to the second half. It was okay, probably a little below average for me, but just the vibe of this half, it didn't sit with to me. Number 8 is Everyday Life. Once the beat kicks in at the 240 mark, it's church, basically, from the first half. It's just a slowed down version of church. But that first 240 is just a nice, smooth sound. In both halves of the albums, you feel those halves winding down. And I think that is pretty cool. Just kind of readying you for the second half and then letting you know that this is over. But when that beat kicks in at 240, it does jam a bit out up until that 4-minute mark when this album closes out. I felt like the album was short, being 53 minutes. 53 minutes is right where you want to be with the album, in my opinion. And I think the really good songs sneak by you so fast because the band is so good. They present this sound to you that I admire it. So for those longer songs that I enjoy, they went by quickly. And then for the shorter songs that are there, they're just kind of over with. So even if they aren't that good, they're over with, and you're on to the next song that was more than likely better than that shorter song. So it feels like the album is shorter than it actually is. It feels like a well done 16-track project to me. And for, once again, there's interlude tracks, there's shorter tracks. It's mix and match. I only thought one song was really out of place. Personally, I've always enjoyed Coldplay's music, and this doesn't change anything for me, on my opinion. Everyday Life basically provides substance and just beautiful, incredible sounds. This is Coldplay being Coldplay, in my opinion. I think they're just that band that is in a space 20 years in the game where they can do pretty much whatever they want, and they've mastered it so well that I don't think they're going to give us anything bad, to be quite honest. It's not much bad stuff I've heard from them. With that being said, thanks for watching, man. This was Coldplay's Everyday Life, a studio album. D. Crinny on the review. Until the next one, I'll be back. Holla.